All right, welcome to Frank Teaches DevOps. Yes, my lovely viewers. Thank you. So today's video is all about Ansible AdHoc commands. Ansible AdHoc. If you can remember vividly, in our last episode, we talked about Ansible models, right? Where we had the opportunity of seeing different kinds of models that are being used on Ansible, right, to execute tasks on targeted machines. Right, so we looked at the Ansible models, and we finally arrived at some basic, some common, I won't say basic, some common um, built-in Ansible built-in models, which we would be, looking at, all right, looking at in learning how to use AdHoc commands. All right. So now let's go back to what we have for today. So AdHoc, Ansible AdHoc. So what is it like? So Ansible AdHoc command in a layman way, in a layman definition, is a one-liner code, a one-liner, all right? It's a one-liner code for executing task. And simple ad hoc command is a one-liner code, right? For executing tasks on targeted or remote machines. All right, so that's what ad hoc is. So let's look at the proper definition. So Ansible ad hoc command uses the command line tool to automate a single task on one or more managed nodes. So when we say a single task, we've been seeing this time without number. So when we run this command as it is to check connectivity between Ansible via SSH and the targeted machines using ping. This is AdHoc command. The whole of this command as it is called AdHoc. All right. So let's go further. AdHoc commands are quick and easy. That's their feature. AdHoc commands are quick and easy, but they are not reusable. They're not reusable, meaning that I cannot use them after they've been executed. I cannot use them time and again and again and again. So that's what reusable means. Again and again and again and again. All right. So that's why. And if I need to run multiple commands at a go at a single instance, I cannot rely on other commands. All right. In that section, I will definitely, I will heavily rely on playbook. So playbook is collection of um other commands in the form of a task, all right, which we shall see after this video, because ad hoc is going to lead us into writing playbooks. All right, so let's go further. Now, what's the relationship between ad hoc, Ansible ad hoc, and Ansible models? You need to understand Ansible models to be able to use to be able to write a single line of Ansible ad hoc. All right. So ad hoc relies heavily on models to run tasks on targeted nodes. All right. So I need to know my models. What are the models? Package model, reboot model, file model, copy model, you name them. All right. So we are going to see all of these models at work using what? Ad hoc commands. All right. So now let's see a demo. I don't want to waste much time. I just want to dive directly because we've already talked about what models are. And the model, we'll be using the models to demo to demonstrate AdHoc commands. All right, so let's get started. So the first, I wouldn't want to use this reboot server because if I should execute this reboot server model, it's going to shut down my machine. So let's start with what? Managing of files. All right, managing of files. So in managing of files, I can actually copy file from my source machine to my destination machine. I can also create a file on the destination machine. I can also I can also create a directory on the destination machine. All right. So let me just put this. So the tasks we shall accomplish on managing files. So for this model, what I will do is copy files from local machine to remote machine. That's one. Then two, what I will do, I'll create a file on the destination machine. Then three, create a directory on the destination machine. Then four, create a file, then copy a file from the destination machine into my local machine. So let's see all of that. So the first one is managing files, all right? Copy files from local machine. So here's the syntax. This is what I'll do. So I want to copy file. So this is my web 01. I have my web 01 here, which is here as well. Okay, is where. So this is what I will do. I want to copy a file. Let me look for a file I have here. I have this inventory file here. I want to copy this inventory file into somewhere pwd. Okay, let me copy it into slash temp. Let me see what's on that slash temp. Ls dash temp. Let me see. Let me check opt slash opt. All right. So slash opt is empty on the targeted machine. So I want to copy this file inventory. I want to copy this file into this machine on slash opt slash inventory. So this is what I will do. So I'll say Ansible, Ansible dash I'll specify my inventory, then my group, which is a targeted machine, and the module I want to use copy module. Copy module is under file, right? So now I'll pass an argument. So I'm passing an argument. So the argument will be, what are you copying? My source file. Source is inventory. So it's in my local machine, is my source. Then my destination will be opt slash, right? So I'm copying this file into slash opt. So let's see if this will fly. All right, what's it saying? All right, not writable. This is permission. So now this is requesting for permission. All right, it cannot be writable. Let's see something. So let me become root. Let me become root that I'll be able to write into that destination. So let's see what happens. All right. So now in becoming root, this flag dash b is this flag is used to inform Ansible that um, the user Ubuntu who is performing these tasks on the remote machine is using root privilege, is assuming root privileges to perform the certain task. All right. So by so doing, I'm able to copy this file into this location. So let's check. Let's check if that file is there. So if I do this guy, you can see I now have, before I didn't have that file here, but now I now have the file in here. So this is what we mean by copy files from your local machine to a remote machine. So number one has been accomplished. All right. So number one task has been accomplished. So look at the command one more time. Let me explain. Our normal Ansible, you specify your inventory of your host, and you specify the host itself, right? Because I want this task to affect only this host. Okay. Then I'm becoming root by assuming privilege by using the flag dash b. Then the model I'm using is a copy model. Then I need to pass arguments. My argument is I want to copy this file in my local machine into my destination machine. So that is all of that. Okay. So now let's look at the task number two. Task number two say create a file on the destination machine. So let's create a file. So it means that I'm going to create an empty file. So I'll say Ansible dash I inventory web 01 dash b. The model is file. Now the model is going to change because I'm dealing with file now. File argument dash a. So I'm going to what? Create a file. Destination, specify destination. Destination will be opt slash, let me call that file created file. The file will be created file, and the state of that file should be what? Touch. Because I'm creating an empty file, the state should be touch. So I hit an enter. Let's see if that file was actually created. So I'll check this guy and I will do the same thing. I'll list, you can see I now have what? Created file. Perfect. So I can also list the path to OPT. All right. So if I want to list the path to OPT, I would say Ansible. That will be we'll be using. I just want to show us instead of us to be going back and forth. The module will be what? Command dash a, which is argument. Now ls dash l on slash opt. So I want to list this directory path. So by listing this directory path, I don't need to log in. So you can see I could list the files in this directory on the targeted machine. On the targeted machine. So what we have here is the same thing what we have here. All right. So this is the beauty of AdHoc. Take note of this other model. All right. So the third step says create a directory on the destination machine. So same thing. I'll come Ansible dash I inventory web 01 dash b dash m is a file dash a. Then what's our argument? I'm creating the directory, right? So I'll say destination is equal to opt slash another dir. Okay, then state, I'll call it what? A directory. State will have to be what? A directory. So I'll hit enter. So this directory has been created. So if I call my command and list that directory, you can see I have the directory. So if I go here as well and do the same thing, I should have another directory being created. So this is how you use the file module to manipulate files on the targeted machine. So now we want to look at how do I copy a file from the destination machine into my local machine. So let's try that and see. So now this is a destination machine. I want to create a file. Let me go into slash opt. These are the file. So let me touch a file. Touch Frank files. All right. So permission denied. Let me use sudo touch files. I've just created what? Frank file. So I want to copy this file into my control machine. You can see I don't have that file here. It's empty. There's no Frank file. So I want to copy it. So we have another module called fetch. So with Ansible dash I inventory web01 dash b dash m. So the fetch module is going to fetch me that file. So what am I doing? My argument. So I'm copying that file from destination is slash opt slash what's the file name? File name is frank files. Let's see. Let's check it properly. Frank files, okay? Frank files, all right? Into I could use dots, all right, to specify the current working directory. Let's see if this will fly. All right, dot is not going to. So let's change it to let's see source source equal to home slash Ubuntu. All right. So home slash Ubuntu. What's the saying? Sorry, I need to put forward slash here. All right. Forward slash slash. Then let me just put it frank files. Let's see something. All right, just wait. The remote file does not exist. Frank files. Why are you saying remote file does not exist? Files. Frank files. Why is it saying file does not exist? Not transferring. Frank files. Why is it saying does not exist? Where I'm coming? I'm coming. All right, good 18. If we are having error, so let's look at the documentation, right? So I'll say Ansible doc, then followed by the module name fetch. So Ansible doc fetch. So let's see how it's being used properly. Let's see. It's just a short command. Let's see. Okay. Fetch. Okay, source and destination. Sorry. Source is that. Okay. Okay, this is it. So let's go back. So if we recall the command, so destination goes here. All right. Destination is opt slash frank files. All right. That's the destination. Um, okay, sorry. Source is this. Source, specify your source. That's your source. Then our destination will be, I want to put it under slash home slash Ubuntu. All right. I want to put it under here. So let's see what happens. All right. So what we did was the opposite. All right. So what we did was the opposite. Okay. So whenever you get confused, just make sure to look at the documentation. Make sure to look at documentation. So source of this file is this, and destination is my local machine. So let's check. So if I check, I'm going to see the IP address of the destination machine. So I'll go into that IP. Also check inside. I have OPT, check inside, I now have the file. All right. So you can see I will be able to copy files from remote machine into my local machine. So with this, we've been able to see all of managing files. All right. So let's look at managing packages and users. So let's take something further. Let's look at managing packages. All right. So in managing packages, we shall see how to install apps remotely on the target machine. Install apps and also uninstall the apps, and we could also start the services associated with the install apps. So let's try that. So let's install apps remotely. So I go on here. Let's check. I want to install MySQL. Let me see if I have MySQL. My MySQL is not on the base. It's not on the remote machine. So I want to install MySQL. All right. So this is what I will do. So I'll come back here and I'll say Ansible I inventory web 01. The module I need to use is is apt. All right. So now for package management, generic package management. All right. For package management, we have different models. We have the apt model. We have the apt model for Ubuntu systems, Debian based systems. Yum is for ROPM, which is Red Hat based system. All right. Okay, so since I'm working with Ubuntu, so my module I'll use will be apt. All right, it's going to be apt. So apt dash a, then the package name of the package is MySQL dash server. Then the state of that package will be what? Present. So now, since it is okay, let's run this. So we're going to get some error because you require admin rights, all right, to run some certain command. So first, I'll become what? I'll become root. So that's it. So let's see if everything goes well. It takes some time. Take some time. You can see permission denied because I'm not root. Say you have to be root. Are you root? So let's see. It takes some time because it's installing the entire stack of MySQL server. It's installing the entire stack of MySQL server. So it takes some time to finish the installation. So while it's taking this time, I'll pause the video and once finish running. Oh, all right, that's already finished running. You can see it has done installing MySQL on the base target machine. So let's check what this guy has installed for us. So if I go to the base machine, I run MySQL. You can see I now have MySQL, so I can log in root dash p. Was there any password? No. Okay, I need to set this up, which is MySQL underscore initial setup. MySQL config secure installation. All right, so we're not doing database administration here. All right, so just show us how to install package on the remote machine. So if I want to check the service, let's check if the service is running. All right, so the same thing. MySQL inventory apt this name of the all right, now things will change. Let's check the service. I'll use the model called service. There's a model called service. Now, name of the service will be MySQL. Let's see some. What's the name of the service? MySQL D status. Let's check. Let's check. Let me check something. Let me fill this thing. Let me fill it. Should fail. All right. So reload started. All right. So we only have reload, restarted, started, and stop. Okay. 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 We can't get the status if it's running or not. Um, Let me check something. Um, we can't get this. No, it can't be this. Can't be this. Daemon reload service unit max. Okay, you can only enable module status supported unsupported parameter. All right, so let's check here if that service is started. Sudo systemd ctl status mysql.service. Let me check. It's already running, right? So this service is already running. So I want to stop the service. So this is what I will do. Let me do that. I'll say Ansible dash I inventory web 01 dash b module is service. Argument is this. And what's the name of the service? The name of the service is mysql dot service. All right. Now state will be what stopped. So let me stop that service. So with this now, I should be able to stop the MySQL service. It has stopped. So let's check. Let's check. Status. You can see it's loaded, but it's now inactive. All right, it's now inactive. So status server shutdown complete. I do it one more time. So that's it. All right. So I can also disable the service. I can say, sorry, seems hanging. All right. I can say, why is it hanging now? I can say, enabled no. So this service, I can disable this service. So I have disabled that service. So before it was showing something loaded, right? Loaded, it was loaded. So if I check it one more time, let's see. This should show that it's completely disabled. All right. Now the process that's killed that process is no longer enabled, it's disabled. So the service is disabled. So you can see now, yeah, we are seeing what disabled. So here it was what enabled. All right. Okay. So now let's enable it and get it started. So if I say enable, yes, this service should be enabled. It's now enabled. So let's now check. Let's check what we have. Status. You can see it's now back to enable. So let's get it started. So while it's been enabled, so we can say state. State is what either restart or started, right? Um, restarted, sorry, restarted. State restarted. Okay, state restarted. That's good. So if I check this service now, you should see that the service has been restarted and it's up and running. So that's how you get to manage apps remotely. So let's uninstall this application, right? We've also seen the third part, which is start the services associated with the install app. So let's uninstall that package. We want to uninstall MySQL from this machine. So this is what we'll do. The same thing, we'll say Ansible-I inventory web01-b-m. The package name is apt-a. Name of the package is MySQL-server. Then state is absent. State is absent. So with this now, we should be able to uninstall MySQL server from the remote machine. It has been uninstalled. So let's check if truly this guy. The first thing I'll check the service is telling me that okay. Let's check. Why is it still there? Oh, still there. So let's check. Let's check. Why is it MySQL state? Let me try remove state remove. Okay, absent. It has to be absent. State must be one of absent. So why is it not going? MySQL, all right? Okay, I think it's gone now. It's gone. So let's check. All right. So everything is out. Let's check the service. Why is it? All right, they're all gone now. Okay, guys, still there. Okay. Um, you can only get this. Let me remove server. So name is that, and should go now. It didn't change. Nothing's changed. Okay, let's try something. I don't know why it's not going through. So let's Ansible dash I inventory web 01 dash b dash m apps argument. Name of the package is mysql dash server, and state is absent, right? But this is actually not going. So now let's do something. Let's clean. Let's clean the cache. Auto clean is equal to yes. So let's clean this part. Let's clean some dependencies. So auto clean yes. All right. So SQL dash server, unpacking my SQL, setting up my SQL files and this. So now let's try to remove the package and let's see removing my SQL. So let's see if this guy still exists. So my SQL, oh, package is still there. I don't know, but there should be a proper way. It should have gone. I don't know why it's taking time to be there. I don't know why it's taking time. So yeah, so let's look at our whiteboard. So yeah, so you can as well create users, delete users. All right, let's just wrap it up by creating users. So the last for this video is managing users and groups. All right, managing users and groups. Let's see, create a user. Let me call it Frank, and then two, create a group, let's say demo gp, then delete both user and group. Okay, all right, so this is how you use your ad hoc and all that. So let's create the user. So there is a model for user become dash m, a model user argument is name of the user is Frank, then state will say what, present, state will say present. So with this you should be able to create the user called Frank. So if I check my home directory slash home, I should see a user called what, Frank, who just got created now. Okay, that's Frank. Okay, so I need to create a group called demo what, I need to create a group called demo gp. Okay, so demo gp. So if I can see on my target machine, I don't have any group called demo gp. Let me list um grep demo gp. So there's nothing like demo gp, right? So now let's go and create this guy now. So I'll use the same thing, ansible dash I inventory web 01 dash b dash m group. It's a model called group. All right, name of the group is demo gp, and state is what, present. State is present. So we're just showing us this as a slice code. So you can see when I run this command again, I could see that there's a group now called demo gp. So this is how you get to, all right, you get to use other commands side by side the models, right? So remember we created a file here, another directory, created file, frank files. We also copy this file. All right, so I want to change the permission, right? These are the permission. I want these frank files to be owned by the user Frank, and it should belong to the group demo gp. So this is what we'll do. So this is what we'll do. So I'm going to say, I want to repeat all the commands. So I'll give it, the module will be a file. Then the owner will be Frank, and group should belong to the group demo gb. So let's do something. Demo gp. So we still have that file. Okay, at point of creating that file. So let me say, let's say, okay, name of the file is slash opt slash frank files. Then the owner should be Frank, and the group should belong to demo gp. All right. So with this now, I've been able to change the ownership of this file. All right, Frank file. So this is it. So I'm modifying this file which already exists. The owner now should be Frank, and it should belong to the group demo gp. So this is what we'll do at. So look at now, Frank files, originally the owner is root and it belongs to the group root. So now if I check this now, you can see that the file has changed from root to Frank and from root to demo gp. So with this example, we're going to call this video a day. So this is how you use Ansible. Sorry, this is how we use modules to these are how we use models with ad hoc to execute specific tasks on targeted machines. All right. So we've just run. It's the same method. The same method. Right. The same method. If by any chance you get confused or you run out of idea, always remember to use your Ansible doc commands followed by the module name, copy, anyhow you want to do it. All right, followed by the module name. You will see examples. You scroll down, scroll down. You see different kinds of examples on that particular module. All right, like this copy has a lot on that particular module. You see a lot. All right. So, example, come on. These are examples, different kinds of examples. Though these are in forms of tasks. All right. These are in forms of tasks. So, you just need to use your head. The model here is copy, and your argument. These are your arguments. Source is this, destination is this, owner is this, group is this, and the mode of the file is this. So with this, we'll call this video a day. And I just want to encourage us to like our video, share, comments, and yeah. So that's it. So in our next video, we shall look into playbooks. So ad hoc, we've seen ad hoc. Now we want to convert the entire ad hoc into a playbook. All right, to a playbook. So in our next video, we shall explain playbook. In the playbook, we have task, we have a play, we have task. So we shall explain all of these concepts in playbooks. And I hope to see you next. And thank you for your time. Thank you.